Welcome back to Kind of Connection. I'm Jason Gray, and I'm sitting down today with Robert Henning, the director of the Rockpile Museum. And what's happening in November at the Rockpile?
Yeah, thank you, Jason, for having me. November at the Rockpile is a little bit slower, but that's okay. It's a busy time of year for everybody. Our big event, our big program is on Veterans Day, November 11th. Our longtime volunteer, Greg Bennick, is going to lead a tour of the cemetery and go to, I think it's 9 different locations.
Oh.
Or is it 7 different locations? 7 different locations and talk about 9 different veterans. So there's a couple spots where there's 2 right next to each other, which gives him a chance to tell a few more stories.
Okay.
But yeah, so research he's done, information from our files, family history, he's put together a nice tour.
Oh, all right. And that's on Veterans Day?
It is right on Veterans Day. Veterans Day lands on a Saturday this year.
Right.
So that's a good day for a tour. A lot of people not working. And it'll be 3 p.m.
3 p.m., so after the parade?
After the parade.
All right,
Yep.
Perfect.
And it's right before they pick up the flags as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's an opportunity. If you go to the tour, you could stick around and help with the flags, picking those up from the veterans' grave sites. So yes, November 11th, 3 p.m.
Okay.
It is free, so no admission, no fee, no tickets. It's really first come, first serve. If 100 people show up, it might be hard to hear, but hopefully that would be a good problem to have. And then there'll be a little booklet.
Okay.
So you'll get to go home with a booklet that has a lot of this, more history than he will have time to share.
Oh, sure.
So it'll be nice. Penny Schroeder, our museum educator, has worked with him on that, and she's really putting the booklet together and working hard to make sure all that information is accessible for guests. It is also being advertised through the Extension Office as one of their Wyoming Walks, which is a program designed to get people moving and walking and enjoying Campbell County and getting some healthy exercise at the same time.
All right.
So, yes. Again, November 11th, 3 p.m. at Mount Pisgah Cemetery.
Okay. And is it, where does it start, I guess? Do they meet just inside the cemetery, or is it up at the...
That is a fantastic question, Jason. It's gone back and forth on where the tour will start. I believe they've decided to start kind of at the top.
Okay.
My understanding is for folks that need a little help getting up there, there'll be some rides. Probably have people park down by the cemetery office in the parking area there, and then either walk up to the top. There'll be a flag, I believe, that will mark the beginning of the tour.
Okay.
That way the tour is actually going downhill.
Sure, yeah.
So less strenuous exercise, and for folks that maybe aren't there for the exercise bit, it'll be a little easier for them to manage the tour. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. And I know you wanted to talk about some exhibits today.
Yes, I just wanted to remind folks that the Dixie Reese art exhibit, No Time for Tears, is still up, but there are only 2 months left, November and December. And it's just a fantastic display. You don't want to miss it. So if you haven't seen it, come in and see that. Come in many times. We've had people come multiple times to see it, especially our members, because they come back for free. And but just 2 months left, and then that will be replaced by Hurrah for the Cowboy, a nice exhibit of vintage engravings all about the American cowboy.
Oh.
So from really the mid-19th century to early 20th century, kind of the myth, the lore, the legend of the cowboy, and how that showed up in print for the American people. So that, I'm excited about that. We'll supplement that with some cowboy programming in some of our collections. But that's next year. Right now, Dixie Reese is on display, so come and see that art exhibit. We also have some new exhibits in our regular area, exhibit area. We've got some new firearms on display in our Kintz room. We have an updated toy exhibit and a new display on Sawyer's Expedition of 1865.
Okay.
that, if you don't know about Sawyer's expedition, it's kind of one of those little pieces of history that gets lost. It was Sawyer's and his outfit were trying to find a wagon road that would come from basically Sioux City across the Dakotas and up to Montana. And it would be kind of a cutoff versus taking the southern route, which would be kind of the Union Pacific route, and then up the Bozeman Trail to Montana. This would have been a different route from the east to get to the gold fields in Montana. And that came right through what would become Campbell County.
Oh.
And so they got here to Campbell County. They met some indigenous people. They met Cheyenne, Lakota, Crow, Arapaho probably, and got some resistance. So there are 2 sites in Campbell County where they actually dug in. They circled the wagons and dug in and had a conflict in 1865. One was on Bonepile Creek and one on Caballo Creek.
Oh.
And so this exhibit tells that story. Eventually, they decided that coming through this part of Wyoming wasn't the way they wanted to go. They got to the Powder River Breaks, and they had a lot of trouble getting through that rough country. They couldn't find any water, and so their horses, their cattle that they brought with them weren't doing well.
Oh.
So they turned back, and they tried it again the next summer to find another route. Again, just never really was popular, that route. So a new display on Sawyer's expedition of 1865. And more. We continue to work every day to update our exhibits, refresh them, and provide more history and information.
And that'll open in January?
That's open right now.
Oh, the Sawyer, okay.
Yep, it's a smaller exhibit in our main exhibit gallery. So we sometimes call them permanent exhibits. They're not really permanent. They're just more long-term displays. Sure. They might be up for a few years or longer. This one, replaced an exhibit about clock and watch makers in Gillette that had been there for quite a while. So always trying to update and refresh. Okay.
All right. And gift shop stuff, as always?
Gift shop stuff. Lots. I mean, what's right around the corner? Christmas. So lots of great stuff. Lots of toys. Lots of stuffed animals. This is a little Wyoming moose. He's got this. I kind of liked him. He's got this Wyoming drawstring hoodie on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except the hood's never going to fit over that huge head.
Oh no! When you have antlers, a hood is a difficult thing to wear.
It's tough. You almost need like a zip around that goes around the antlers. So, but pretty cute little stuffed animals. We've got lots of toys, old-fashioned toys. We've got some new of these little Lego building block kits. This one is a rainbow trout, so very Wyoming. There you go. You can look at that one. And a bison, of course. The bison, if you saw in October, the Ken Burns bison documentary, check out, get yourself some bison swag. Coal candy, always a popular favorite for folks. It is black licorice flavor. It's a hard rock candy. It comes with a little, or maybe it used to come with a little hammer that you could break up the hard rock candy, like a little pick, like you're a miner. I don't know if it still does. And then some clothing and apparel. I think last time I brought a nice Wyoming hat. This is a pink one for everybody that likes to sport your pink. Support cancer wear, or maybe that's just your color. I don't know if it's mine, though. Maybe not my color. Souvenirs, license plates, things to send to friends and family. Activity books for kids. These are really popular. Coloring book, crosswords, all about Wyoming. There's even a animal track activity in here. Wyoming wildlife tracks. So you can learn about what you're seeing out there when you're hiking around. So lots of fun activities. And of course, The 2024 Wyoming Historical Calendar. Yes, I bring this every week or every month, but we still have some. So
Okay.
I don't want people to think that they're sold out. We still have a few left. Come and get them before they're gone. And like I say every month, great photos. Here we've got a picture near Encampment, Wyoming, upper North Platte Valley. And then little historical tidbits each day. Every time I do this, I can never find a Gillette one. All right, here we go. January 28th, 1949. Any guesses on what this is about?
1949
January.
January. Is it the snowstorm?
It is. 18 counties asked for emergency relief to clear roads after record blizzard.
Gosh.
January 28th, 1949. So, yeah, good history in there. And that is from the Wyoming Historical Society, and proceeds help to support them and their work to preserve Wyoming history. So, great stuff in the gift shop. It's open when we're open 8 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
All right. And is there anything else for November?
Yep, just a few closures.
Okay.
We'll be closed on November 11th, Veterans Day. It's
Oh.
a Saturday. So we'll be closed. We'll all be out at the Veterans Tour, 3 o'clock that day. Also closed for Thanksgiving on the 23rd and Employee Appreciation Day on the 24th. That's a county holiday every year, the Friday after Thanksgiving. And then one final notice, in December, first thing in December, we'll be in the Gillette Main Street Parade of Lights, which is December 2nd at 5 p.m. So come down and enjoy that parade with us.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you.